Hello there. Welcome to Germany for round 12 of the 2002 FIA Formula One World Championship. The big question mark today is the weather. None of the official forecasts are saying with any confidence what conditions are in store.
And as we wait to get underway here in Hockenheim, Camille in the background has gone into the back of Walter Sieber and one of the Jordans, and it's lights out and away we go here in Germany. Aaron Smith has already overtaken Adam Rosenko at the start. Walter Sieber without a rear wing going into turn one is going to spin surely, yes, and that is the Ferrari of Adam going round. What's happened? And this is the jump start from Camille's perspective. He just jumps the start by a lot and runs into the Jordan and the McLaren. Mark Whitman going into turn one. I believe he's the one who hit Adam. Yes, he was. And that has ruined Adam's race and given Mark a 15-second time penalty before he even got to turn one. What a chaotic start to Hockenheim. And it's not even over. Further back, one of the Jaguars of Troy has gone into the back of the Minardi. I'm not quite sure who that is. And he's crashed into the Jordan as well. What a terrible start for the Minardi and Jordan and Jaguar teams already. Again, we're not even at the end of lap one. As we see Raymond Stavelink already into or fighting for the points positions, just coming towards the end of the first sector. Great start from the Dutch driver. On an absolute flyer at the moment. The other Dutch driver of Ben Morin, he spins on that curb, probably due to the damp conditions, and lets his teammate through. Tim Schmidt crawling back to the pit lane. And the Jaguar driver just absolutely sends one on the Toyota and spins him into the wall. Here we see Zomba Reef, Aaron Smith and Ben Morin all fighting for second place here. Dominic Kronski has absolutely shot away the dream start for him, the championship leader. As we head into the hairpin, Zomba Reef is going to fight Aaron Smith but just doesn't have the grip. I'm not sure what's going on with Zomba, but he's really slow at the start. And Ben Morin and Mark Whitman going into this very odd chicane. And Ben Morin has to cut the course to overtake him. Zomba Reef still going extremely slowly. I'm not sure if he's on the wrong tyres. Unfortunately, the game doesn't visually tell me what tyres people are on. Mark Whitman has been hit by Zomba Reef trying to overtake. And that has given him permanent suspension damage for the rest of the race. Zomba Reef, Raymond Stavelink and Yuri all fighting for this position. And Zomba Reef goes wide again. Seriously, something is going on inside that McLaren. Aaron Smith and Ben Morin, the two Sauber teammates, newly formed of course, fighting it out for second place. And Aaron Smith is giving it his all, trying to defend desperately from Ben, who does seem to be the faster driver today, it must be said. Is Aaron going to let his teammate through? Yes, he is. Letting him by. Probably the best thing to do. So now Ben Morin can try and catch up to Dominic. Zomba Reef coming into the pits on only lap 4. He's definitely made the wrong strategy call. Aaron Smith getting bottomed out on the curb. Sends him wide and loses 2 positions as a result. Here we see Simon and Slaughtermid battling for 9th place. Minardi and Toyota. Where have I heard this battle before? Ben Morin coming into the pits then very early. Raymond Stavelink also following in a lap later, and the Sauber teammate of Ben Morin, Aaron Smith, also coming in for dry tyres, I believe. And Ben Morin has got ahead of Raymond, but it has to be said, Raymond has put on a spectacular performance so far. Our race leader, Dominic Kronski, comfortably in the lead, coming into the pit lane. Here we see Yuri taking the lead of the race then. Dominic Kronski coming out in second place at the moment. Simon Hoffman is on a charge and is battling Mark Whitman, and that was a pretty good move by the BMW driver. Yuri's going extremely slowly, holding up the pack here, as Dominic Kronski is trying to find a gap and just any way through, but it's looking pretty difficult today in these wet and tricky conditions. Yuri trying to defend from the teammate of Aaron Smith, Ben Morin. Will he go for a move into turn 1? He's getting the slipstream. Will he dive bomb? Oh, and he's hit him! He's hit him round! Oh, and that's a massive crash for the BAR driver. That was such a shame, and Ben Moran has been given a 15-second time penalty. Aaron Smith going just a little bit wide, and he's hit the bump and gone into the wall. He's lost his rear and front wing. Here we see Simon a lap down, getting in the way of Dominic Kronsky, and that is really going to hurt Dominic's chances of winning this race. He had such a wide lead, it has to be said. Raymond Stavelink coming in for, I think, intermediate tyres again. These changeable conditions are proving difficult as Dominic Kronsky and Ben Moran follow in a lap after. And Ben has actually outbroken Dominic Kronsky coming into the pits. What a little smart move by the Sauber driver. And Ben Moran has got ahead of Dominic Kronsky in the pit lane and is in the lead of the race. But remember, has that 15-second time penalty. Ben's gone for a little bit of a spin, but he manages to keep it. And Dominic Kronsky is catching back up to the Sauber driver. And Slauermeier has been black flagged, as well as Simon Hoffman for being in the wrong car and having a mismatch. Aaron Smith and Mark Whitman battling it out for the last points position. Aaron Smith is desperately trying to defend, but I don't think he just has the grip, and Mark Whitman is through. But like I said with Ben, he does have that 15-second time penalty. And Ben Moran then rounding the final corner to take victory here in a tricky and damp Hockenheim. But after those time penalties, it will demote him into third, which means it is the first 1-2 for the Arrows team this season, and a first 1-2 for any team, I believe, in this season. Zomba in fourth then, ahead of Mark Whitman and Aaron Smith, but Mark will be demoted to sixth, pushing Aaron into fifth. A decent result for Aaron, considering he lost his rear and front wing at the start of this race. Here are the penalties for exceeding track limits, quite a lot today. And then, after those penalties have been put in place, Dominic Kronsky and Raymond Stavelink taking a 1-2 for the Arrows team, with Ben Moran in third. Drivers' Championship, Dominic Kronsky now has a little bit of a buffer between him and Zomba Reef going into next week at Hungary. The Constructors' standings, Arrows are 15 points ahead of McLaren Mercedes, Sauber pushing a little bit ahead of Ferrari. This is going to be very close at the end of the season. Thank you for watching here at Hockenheim. This was an absolutely intense race. Join us next week for the tight and tricky Hungaroring.